Dear students, welcome to all of you in online tutorials from HD Public School. Today I came with same topics, rational number part number 2 for class 8. In these topics, we will know about the rational numbers and which numbers can be called rational numbers. Then let's start. What is rational numbers? First of all, a number that can be expressed in the form of p upon q, where p and q are integers, is called rational numbers. I am writing here a number that can be expressed in the form of p upon q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal 0 is called rational numbers. Once again, a number that can be expressed in the form p upon q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0 is called rational numbers. Every rational number is the quotient of two integers. Every rational number is the quotient of two integers. For example, take any numbers in the form of p upon q, 2 upon 3, 6 upon 4, minus 9 upon 1, minus 13 upon minus 9, 0 upon 7, etc. All are rational numbers. Why these numbers are called rational numbers? Then we will see here 2 upon 3 in the form of p upon q, where p and q are integers. Then here 2 is the positive integers and 3 is also positive integers. That's why these numbers is called rational numbers. Next example, minus 9 upon 1. This is also a rational numbers because this numbers is also in the form of p upon q, and in the place of p, minus 9 is a negative integer, and in the place of q, 1 is a positive integer. So this is called rational numbers. What is quotient of two integers? In example, any examples like 2 upon 3, there is the two integers. 2 is first integers and 3 is the second integers. This is called the quotient of two integers. I hope you will have no doubt on the rational numbers. Once again, I am repeating, a number that can be expressed in the form p upon q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0 is called rational numbers. It means that any numbers write in the form of p upon q, but remembering that q never be 0. It means that at the place of q you cannot write 0. It does not follow the definition of rational numbers. But here's one example: 0 upon 7. It is rational numbers. It is rational numbers because 0 comes at the place of p, not at the place of q. Then 0 can come at the place of p, doesn't matters, but 0 cannot come at the place of q. It is rational number. Now, which numbers can be rational numbers? Then first of all, every natural number is rational number. Every natural number is a rational number. How? We will see here. Take any natural numbers, like we can write 1. Then how 1 is the natural numbers? We can also write 1 like this, 1 upon 1, because every numbers have its own denominators each ones. If denominator is not given with these numbers, then 1 upon 1, it is in the form of p upon q, where p and q both are integers and both are positive integers. So 1 is the rational numbers. Take another examples of natural number 2. Then also we can write 2 upon 1, because same logic. Every numbers have its own denominators ones. If the denominators is not given with these numbers, then you can write 1 in the form of denominators. So here 2 upon 1 in the form of p upon q, where p and q both are positive integer, so it is called rational numbers. It means that every natural number is a rational number. Now seconds, every integer is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number. Take example of any integers. We can write here -1. -1 is a integers and it is called negative integers. We can also write -1 in the form of p upon q, -1 upon 1. It is in the form of p upon q, where p and q are both integer, so -1 is also rational number. Take another examples like -3. Then -3 is also integers. We can write -3 in the form of p upon q, -3 upon 1, where p and q both are integers, so -3 is also a rational number. Like this, we can show all the integers is a rational numbers. Third one is most important questions. Can be 0 a rational numbers? Can be 0 is a rational number? क्या 0 rational number हो सकता है? Yes, 0 is a rational number. Many times most of students gets confused about these questions, but today I am clear that 0 is also a rational numbers. How? because we can write 0 in the form of P upon Q like 0 upon 1. Then here 0 upon 1 in the form of P upon Q. So here is the quotient of two integers. Which is the quotient of two integers with a non-zero denominator. With a non-zero denominator. So we can call 0 is a rational numbers. Now every fraction is rational number or not? Then our answer will be yes. Every fraction is rational numbers. But one more thing is that every rational numbers may or may not be fractions. Here every fraction is a rational number. For example, if A upon B is any fractions, suppose that if A upon B is any fraction, then A and B both are natural numbers. Are natural numbers. But every natural number is integer. But every natural number is an integer. Once again, if A upon B is any fraction, then surely that A and B both are natural numbers. And you know that every natural number is an integer. So we can say that every fraction is a rational number. Take one example also. For example, take any fractions like 4 upon 5. Here is a fraction 4 upon 5 because for fraction definitions, if a numbers expressed in form of A upon B, where A and B both are natural numbers, is called fraction. So I am writing here 4 upon 5, where 4 and 5 both are natural numbers, so it is a fractions. And now it is also in the form of P upon Q. It is also in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q both are integers. And Q is not equal 0. So it is called rational number. In this way, we can show that every fraction is a rational number.